Welcome to Empowered to Grow, the podcast. I am your host, Hanan Basha, the business doctor. Following our conversations with empowered women who woke up one day and consciously claimed, I am more than enough, I am worthy, I am empowered to grow. And along their empowering journey towards realizing their own potential and their quest for growth, they became a beacon of hope and guidance for others. May you also find your inner power to grow. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to our Unchartered discussions of Empowered to Grow. I'm still continuing the conversation with Dr. Sana AlBuainain, and as I told you, this has been a blessing to have crossed paths with her. We resonate on so many levels. And the fact that I wanted to tap into something, I told her, okay, heads up, I'm going to tap into this. Her business is her soul business. That's the name of her business. And she coaches women through it. And I wanted to touch on that, the soul. How do we bring our soul into the equation, whether that's our life or our business or whatever it is? Because, you know, growing up, we're kind of told, don't listen, don't go back to what triggers you and what excites you. Just keep going. How do you do it?
Well, the soul has always been there.
Yeah.
It's just that we haven't been minding our soul business.
Yes. Not our business, our soul business.
We've been minding other people's business. That's our whole problem in the world. I mean, the whole time, I'm sure that we haven't done it intentionally. We have done it because we grew up and we learned growing up to do that.
Yes.
That's what society taught us. That's what our schools, universities taught us.
Yes.
It all taught us that it's all out there.
Yes.
Everything that you need for your happiness is out there.
Yes. The job, the money, the relationships, the family, the whatever it is.
The happiness, the success, the love, everything is out there.
Yeah.
While the truth, the real truth, that it's all within you, within your own soul. And that's why when I changed my business, it was called, actually, it started as The Journey. Mm-hmm. My business was started, I called it as The Journey because it resembled my journey.
Yes.
And I thought that it resembled every other person's journey. And I wanted to touch everyone's journey in their lives to their own light.
Yes.
But then once I got deeper into the business and deeper into what kind of programs I want to deliver to women entrepreneurs,
yes,
I realized that this was the part that I really want to work on. Mm-hmm. Working on your own soul connection. So it's not that you connect your business to your soul or try to bring some of your soul to your life. Actually, it's about creating your whole life and business around your soul. Yes. So the soul is the core. So that's why in my profile at the platform on Instagram, I simply said it's minding your soul business because the soul is the business. Sure. The soul is the right business that you really need to focus on, and changing the name of my business to her soul business. Mm-hmm. I meant her because I wanted to focus on her, the woman.
Yes.
And on the soul, on woman's soul. And business, of course, I'm focusing on women entrepreneurs. Yes. And how they want really to become women entrepreneurs in whatever field and area in their lives with a feminine energy.
Yes.
Because we have always been working as women in a masculine energy, in a society, in a business, in a community where we work, because the whole industry was built by the man,
Yes. Yes.
by the masculine energy.
Yes.
And that's not wrong, but that's how it started.
Yes.
But once women entered this industry, they couldn't find their voice. They
No.
couldn't find their whole self within this industry, because it was created by a masculine energy, and it wasn't balanced with the feminine energy.
You had
And
to tap one way or another to succeed. You had to tap into masculine energy, augment it to be able to move forward in a corporate
exactly,
world. Yeah.
exactly. So there was no balance.
No.
And now is the time to bring in the balance into this industry by bringing in women entrepreneurs who tap into their own soul, and 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 actually attracting men who really find this balance powerful for
Yeah.
their own success as well.
Complementary, exactly. And that's as that again, because I focus on working with women who are exploring their entrepreneurial spirit and exploring how they can bring that to the world. I also, two very important elements that again we are not conditioned to think of when we walked. And I love how you said that's masculine energy, because I never thought of it that way. But first is that to ask them to work on redefining their success parameters and what success means to
Exactly.
them. Because I say that whether if you want to build a business to create the next $1 million business, that's a success. That's what you want. If you want to create the next 2 hours, keeping me busy 2 hours a day because the kids are in school business, that is a success too. And we are
Hmm.
not conditioned to think that way. Walking into business,
Hmm.
walking into the corporate world, graduating from school, all you have to do is the next big thing, the next big promotion, the next big, because
Hmm.
other than that, you're not a success. And for me,
Yeah.
that was a defining moment. And I speak of this a lot. It was a defining moment in my life where I completed my doctorate degree. I had 20 years of corporate and entrepreneurial experience under my belt. And I stopped to say, okay, I don't feel like a success. And now what? I don't know what to do. And that next step is completely unknown to me. And I had to stop and I had to reconnect with my soul. For me, I started kind of reconnecting with my soul through my health coaching certification, because I realized that there are other elements in my life other than the career and the family and the money. And I'm like, okay, beyond that, now there's a lot more. but
Exactly.
but it is that we don't stop enough. I think we don't stop enough to analyze our lives. We don't stop enough to develop our self-awareness, again, because we're being rushed along the ladder. Whether you're going up or you're going across your path, it's like, okay, now you're done with school, you have to get married, you're done with the marriage, you have to get, you have to get kids, and then you have to work, and then and there's always something that next carrot and the next stick, and you're going after
Yeah.
it. And I think connecting with the soul stops that for you, just so you know where you're going and why you're going there.
Yeah. True. And I love it. I love it when you said slow down, because that's true. Once you tap into your soul, um, you just simply you can't do anything but to slow down,
Yes.
because the soul is never in a rush.
Yes.
There's always time, because the soul trusts in divine timing, and the soul trusts its own timing as well.
Yes.
So the deadline is never on the calendar out there.
Mhm.
Okay, maybe you have your own tentative dates, but they're not definite dates.
Mhm.
These are dates that keeps you maybe in progress, but the progress might not be on paper. The progress might be something spiritual that you need to work on, and that's why some paperwork had to be delayed, because you had some emotional and spiritual issues that you needed to deal with.
Sure.
And that's something maybe more valuable than the paperwork that needed to be completed.
Yes.
So it's never never underestimate the power of slowing down,
Yes.
because slowing down really, really gets you centered, grounded, and aligned back to your, to your own compass, to your own inner compass.
Yes. But okay, I'm sure you've heard this before because I know I've heard it a few times where people argue back and say, I don't have time to slow down. I have to provide. I have to provide for my family. I have to rush. And you being a single mom as well, I'm sure you're feeling that urge as well that, you are responsible for other people. I don't have the leisure and the luxury of saying, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to wait for this to happen. So how do you fight this urge between the everyday life and the rush to provide and slowing down to align?
Well, I understand because I have been there.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years before I start my own business, I was a single mom who had a baby and who wanted to be a full-time mom at the same time. She had to like be a working single mom. So
Yeah.
I've been in that position and in that situation, and I didn't want to work while I was being a mom, because that was like my dream to babysit my child and be there for her. So I believe that we think that we do not have the power
Yeah.
and the choices,
Yeah.
and we cannot make the choices, but we do
Yes.
if we want to.
Yes.
Um, well, I didn't have the luxury of doing that, but I did make the choice to stay at home for my child when until she was 5 years, 4 years old,
Mhm.
because I thought that she's number one priority,
Yes.
and I made her that priority for 4 years.
Yes.
And when I didn't, and then when she got into kindergarten, I
Yes.
started working again.
Mhm.
I started working part time because I really, as well, didn't want to rush and go back and forth, and without having her being as a priority in my life.
Yes. Yes.
So I believe that we have the ability to make those choices
Yes.
if we just um if we just make those choices,
Yes.
uh we can always have excuses, it's
Yes.
like I cannot. But if I make my child as a priority, then having less amount of income coming in,
Yes.
I will still survive. I might not be surviving comfortably,
Yes.
but at least I have my priorities right.
Sure.
And um, and then later on, when my daughter grew up, I worked full time,
Yes.
and then I made, I made my whole day evolve around my priorities.
Yeah. I
Um,
did that too. And that for me was a major effort. And as you were
exactly,
saying
as a
it,
woman.
exactly.
Yeah,
And as you were saying, I mean, whatever the decision you make, you're compromising things along the way. And
exactly.
you are making sacrifices along the way. And you are
Yeah,
paying your dues and the costs along the way. It's just that the
yeah,
choice is, what do you want to pay towards? Do you want to pay
exactly.
towards, do you want to put the investment towards your alignment and your joy and making something that makes you feel like your soul is on fire? Or are you
Yeah,
you're putting down the investment towards something that keeps the boat kind of sailing,
yeah,
but you're losing your passion in the middle or along the
yes,
way?
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, as you said, it's about making the choice. And that is another thing that I also realized for myself, and that is something that I advocate a lot for and I speak a lot about, is that choice is not, I don't say, and I will never claim like I have 100% control and choices over my choices and over my life. You never do. But even if you're only talking about a 5% window, that is a choice.
Yeah.
And you have the choice to work within that 5%. And one way or another, as you said, I mean, you started with a baby and now she's a 20-year-old young lady and she's independent and she can fend for herself and everything. But along the way, you kind of expanded your percentage of choice over your life and over what you do with it. And more or less taking back control of some elements of it, at least.
Yeah, I think regardless how hard is the choice, if you really take it from your heart, if you take that choice from your heart, not from what other people think,
yes,
or what people might say about you.
yes,
If the choice was from within,
yes,
that's a really powerful choice. And actually the universe will conspire to make things happen for you,
right, to support you.
That's the magic of making things from your heart. It's things just align for you, you know.
That's
and
true.
in a miraculous way.
That's true. And you also start putting out that energy that attracts the people that would support you, even if your own circle is not that empowering and don't understand you and would challenge your decisions. Somehow, by having that conviction coming from within, you are attracting the tribe from across the globe, literally now, because we have access to everyone in the world.
I love this. I love this topic. The soul tribe. I love the soul tribe topic.
Yes, exactly. I know, because I think that was one of the first things we connected on when we spoke. It was like, yeah, we're creating a tribe from around the world. Technology has enabled us to do this. I mean, for me growing up, I had pen pals and I used to write them and stuff. Of course, I don't know anything about them now. We used to write each other and wait for a month to get a letter back and hope that, we're going to connect. But now that connection could be instant. And I've grew very strong connections with a lot of people over the past year and even over the past few weeks. And we've only known each other a few weeks, but we just, as you said, we're creating a soul tribe. And I think that for you as well has been very important. And that's why you took that into your business as well, right?
Yes, yeah, exactly. I really, actually, one of my main goals for the coming years, and since I started my own business, I realized that once you change, once you grow,
Yes.
and you get out from one phase of your life into another, you find out that your circle changes.
Yes, true.
And sometimes in this transition period, you find yourself completely lonely.
I know that.
And
Been there, done that
yes,
too.
and I think it's like a phase of transition where it's like God is giving you a clean canvas and
Yes, true.
telling you, come on, do whatever, color. You put any color you want on this canvas, and you can bring in whoever and whatever tribe you would like into this canvas.
True.
And this is how I felt for the last few years, where my circle had changed. It wasn't expected for me at the beginning,
Yeah.
but I realize now it's such an amazing gift,
True.
because it expands your horizon, and it makes you aligned more to who you are,
Yes.
and become the person that you have always dreamt to be.
Yes.
So yeah, a soul tribe is definitely an amazing thing to have in your new stage in life.
Exactly. Well, I love that. And that I will wrap up with the soul tribe because I always thought of the empowering tribe. So now it's the empowering soul tribe. I'm going to update my term for that. Well, thank you for being a chaperone for our soul and bringing our soul back and tapping into our soul, whether that's for business or for our life. And I love that we connected, and I love that we resonate on so many levels. And I'm more than proud to have you as part of my empowering soul tribe. And I hope
Thank
to be
you.
there for you in the same way as well. I'm ecstatic about your book. I can't wait to read it. So I'm going to tap into ordering that as soon as possible. And I'm sure we're going to connect on so many other levels and so many other occasions. And I think that we are just getting started into creating a huge soul impact across the globe.
Inshallah, I really think that it's an amazing goal to have.
Yes. Yes. And we have to be, again, you had your lifelong dream, your childhood dream manifest. We have to believe in our dreams and accept that there could be some deviations along the way and in the
Yes.
divine timing. But it is, I think that it's setting out those big dreams with big impact and a lot of love and a lot of empathy and a lot of empowerment that needs to happen. And because I just came out of the Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi event about own your future, it is about being called to serve. And I feel that we both have been called to serve in that sense.
I mean,
Okay, let's do this. Sana AlBuainain, thank you so much. It was a lovely conversation. And thank you for giving us the space and inviting us into your soul tribe as well.
thank you for having me.
Well, again, I have nothing to sum up with say. It's just that the beautiful soul that we need to connect to is something that is within us. And our love, our empathy, our abundance, and well, everything that we are is exactly what we need. I wish you love, abundance, and prosperity. I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Empowered to Grow podcast. For further engagement with a tribe of empowered women, join my Facebook group, Empowered to Grow, or visit my website, www.hananalbasha.com. I'll catch you on the next episode. And until then, know that empowered you empowers others. Love, abundance, and prosperity to you all.